I don't understand this football club, right? I just don't understand this club. It can absolutely annihilate Lyon, beat six-time Europa League winners Seville, or Sevilla, however you say it. We could beat Liverpool, we could beat Chelsea, but we couldn't beat Brentford and Burnley, who were in relegation dogfights. Well, it's just the West Ham algorithm, isn't it, people? Yes, it has finished. West Ham United won, Burnley won at the London Stadium, and as you can tell, I am absolutely displeased because we should be beating these kind of teams. We've taken 1 point in the last 2 games against lower league opposition, and if we won both games, we'd be easily challenging for top 4 by now. We've wasted a massive opportunity, and as far as I'm concerned, we've blown top 4 right now. We've done it. We're done out here in terms of top 4. We've got ourselves to blame. We've buggered ourselves over. I am not happy about this at all. Can't beat lower league teams, like I say. Well, lower teams down the league. When I say lower league teams, we actually even struggled against Kidderminster, didn't we? So I suppose we can't beat lower league teams as well. But it's just frustrating as hell. It does my head in. When are we going to find some consistency? Consistency hasn't been a thing in the second half of the season. And in this game, you look at it statistically and you think, oh, West Ham had all those shots on target. They must have battered Burnley. Wasn't really the case. The shots on target don't mean anything. Geez, you could have 10 shots on target in a game and still not score. It means wastefulness and you haven't taken your chances necessarily. And I think that this was definitely what was going on in this Burnley game. So let me talk about it in a little bit more depth, shall I? Fabianski goes back in goal. He celebrates his 37th birthday tomorrow, so happy early birthday to Goulash Gianluigi Buffon. And Nikola Vlasic started at last. I've been crying for Vlasic to start a game, and he did. And he did. So he was starting in place of Fornal/Benrahma. Interestingly enough, Carlos Tevez, the man who made me start supporting West Ham, was at the stadium watching this game. Really nice to have him back at West Ham because he's always going to have a special place in this club and he's got a lot of respect for this club. So it's nice to have him back at the London Stadium and, well, although he didn't play at the London Stadium, he played at the Bell Inn ground, nice to see him in the crowd for the game. In that first half, Nikola Vlasic was a major talking point. I felt that he had energy and caused a few problems on the wing. He wasn't amazing, but he was all right. But he showed energy. He showed a little bit of passion about his game. Dawson's long passing was accurate and very strong. He's so good at passing from the back, is Dawson. This game was no exception. Bowen had a quick double chance. First shot was blocked and then it was saved with Nick Pope's weaker hand. Nick Pope is an unreal goalkeeper, by the way. And I would happily snatch him up in the summer if Burnley go down. He'd be a keeper for the future. And that is also if we don't get Areola in. Pope was absolutely fantastic. He's arguably been just as important as Burnley's defence. Not only is he the last line, but he's such a good last line. Vlasic's dribbling was close. He was able to weave in and out of very tight spaces. And he even set up a chance, which resulted in Tarkowski clearing the ball off the goal line. I liked the tempo of the game. Everything was flowing very nicely and smoothly until something very shocking happened. I didn't actually see the incident myself, and rightly so, the aftermath of this was not caught on camera. It seemed like Vlasic and Westwood had clashed, which resulted in Westwood going to the ground and appearing in a state of discomfort. Vlasic looked very emotional. He looked really upset. I'm not sure the full extent of this injury, but it looks like Westwood's ankle had been bent backwards, similar to the one Eduardo sustained in the game against Birmingham City in 2008, when Eduardo was playing for Arsenal. It was comparable to that, if you ask me. The players consoled Vlasic, and Declan Rice did really well to make sure that Vlasic and the injured player were both okay. Looked like a broken ankle, but you could tell it was very horrific. He had to go off on a stretcher. The whole stadium applauded. And then it looked like there was an incident in the crowd. A lot of stewards were rushing over in the bottom left of my screen. So hopefully the fan there was okay. I don't know fully what happened, though. And I felt that following that stoppage, although that stoppage was of course necessary, it did kill the momentum of the game. Things started to be very start and stop. Burnley took the lead. Quite unlucky, but a scrappy goal, I think. Corner comes in. Rodriguez clashes it onto the crossbar, but Wout Weghorst follows it up. Fabianski may have done a little bit better by being 3 or 4 inches higher to get the ball punched away. But still, it went in from something very scrappy. It was unfortunate, that, I have to say. Quite unfortunate. Concentration went down. And it just started to be very jaded in terms of the flow of the game. Fans applauded on 38 minutes in memory of Dylan Tombides, a academy graduate who tragically lost his battle with testicular cancer in 2014. He wore a number 38 jersey, and the Dylan Tombides Foundation has been set up in his memory to raise awareness of testicular cancer and to raise money for cancer research. That was a nice gesture. On the field, things weren't looking so nice. Cornet went one-on-one with Fabianski. Fabianski brought Cornet down. Yellow card came out. It was a penalty to Burnley. Fabianski was quite lucky not to be sent off. But I think Fabianski felt that he had to commit to fouling the player, because if Ben Johnson had committed the foul, Johnson would have been sent off. So it was catch-22 as far as I was concerned there. Look, it was like Cornet stepped up to take it, got cocky and missed. It was like Ademola Lookman, except Lookman chipped it. Cornet actually tried to shoot it and he just pushed it wide of the goal. Antonio went down in stoppage time and had to temporarily go off for treatment as well. Burnley winning half-time was not good. But there were some external factors at play that were causing West Ham not to win. I felt Vlasic, Dawson, Diop, Rice and Bowen had a decent first half. Antonio needed to take his chances more. And that's what we don't do. We don't have anyone clinical enough to take chances. Antonio is not clinical enough right now. When he's put into clear goal-scoring opportunities, he does not shoot. He was doing it back in August and September and it had good results. He was scoring goals. That's why he won Player of the Month for August, because he was a clinical striker. He's not done it. He hasn't done it since the start of the year. How many times am I going to have to mention that he hasn't scored a goal since the 1st of January? Tons. 1 goal in the year 2022 thus far is not good enough for a striker. That's something like Vladimir Sofal or Ben Johnson would be doing. In the second half, Vlasic's crossing was pretty good, but no one was in the box to meet it. We tried to open up, but we couldn't. Declan Rice headed wide as well from a chance. Matthew Lowton came off, on came Conor Roberts for Burnley. Vlasic came off for side Ben Rama. Maybe Ben Rama could add a little bit of flair. Who knows? I will always back Ben Rama. I think there's something in him, but he was playing in the wrong position. I don't think he's a winger. I think Ben Rama's more of a 10. So putting him on the wing didn't make a lot of sense at the same time. We were too firm in attack and too loose in defence. Our attack was too rigid. Everyone was in certain places at certain times and not doing anything to change things. Our defence was trying to be as structured as it could. It wasn't a hoofball game, but it was like just defend and hope for the best as well. Then the equaliser came from a set piece. Lanzini whips in the free kick into the box. Souček taps it into the net. Weghorst could have cleared this, but he didn't manage to, and Souček tapped it in. It came off of the blue part of his arm, and that's why I don't think it was VAR'd, but it could have been a potential handball situation. So I was worried it was going to get disallowed. Fornals came on for Lanzini. Dwight McNeil came off, and on came Matej Vidra, however you say it, for Burnley. Again, no talking point in second half. Why is Antonio obsessed with shooting when he's got Bowen to the left of him? Pass it lateral for the tap-in. It's not like Mikel Antonio to take shots from outside the box. And I don't care, got deflected and he won us corners. We didn't do anything from the resulting corner. So what difference would that make? None. You know, Pope was fast to deny Souček from a few series of corners. He made absolutely quick cat-like reflex reactions to that. You know, Garfield in the making, mate. You know, cat-like reflexes. Just give the man a load of lasagna and he'll just be like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like Garfield, who eats lasagna all the time, for those who don't watch it. Antonio went one-on-one. Bowen set this up. Antonio one-on-one. He took too long to take the shot, and it was closed down, and Pope made the save. Antonio should have taken the shot about a second earlier, and it would have possibly gone in. But Antonio is so wasteful. We can't drop him, though. And I mean, I'm not condemning him, nor am I slagging him off massively, but he needs to take his chances. He showed good physicality and good strength against Lyon. I saw good things from him, but his finishing is letting him down big time. We need that other striker to come in the summer because we just need it. We can't rely on Antonio all the time. It's quite clearly obvious. We have dropped 2 points. Sorry, no, we haven't even dropped 2. Well, yeah, we have dropped 2 points today, but we've dropped 6 points in 2 games. We are shooting ourselves in the foot. And we can't do that right now. Let's not screw ourselves over at this point of the season. We've now got Arsenal and Chelsea next. These 2 games were so winnable, and we didn't do it. But at the same time, we'll probably beat Arsenal and Chelsea, won't we? So, who knows? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Aftermath. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to sub for more content and comment below. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.